What if I told you the moment you stop caring is the moment she starts, that the second you stop reaching, stop reacting, stop bleeding for someone who walked away like you were nothing, is the exact moment she starts to feel everything she thought she escaped? You see, she's laughing now, probably with someone new, probably showing off that post-breakup glow like she's leveled up. But here's the truth, it's a performance, a distraction. For now, she's winning the optics. But life doesn't care about optics. Life cares about energy. And the one who loses control always pays the price. You're not weak for feeling. You're human. But there's a difference between emotion and enslavement. Right now, every text you think about sending, every late-night memory you replay, every what if running loops in your mind, is a chain around your neck. And she knows it. Whether she admits it or not, she feels the power you gave her, and she's using it to feed her ego. That sting you feel, that's not heartbreak. That's the moment you realize you gave someone else the remote to your peace. But here's where it changes. You don't take that pain and numb it. You take that pain and weaponize it. You don't chase her. You chase excellence. You don't beg for closure. You become the closure. You go silent. You go cold. You go inward. Because the strongest men don't retaliate with rage. They respond with stillness, with presence, with purpose. And when she finally looks back, and trust me, she will, she won't see a man broken. She'll see a man reborn. This isn't about winning her back. This is about walking a path so sharp, so focused, so untouchable, that she realizes what she lost when it's already too late. This is Stoicism. This is dark clarity. This is cold detachment. If you're done being emotionally available to someone who made you disposable, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I pull my power back in silence. Number 1. Reality check. She's not coming back. Let's stop pretending. She's not coming back. Not the way you hope. Not with a flood of regret. Not with a dramatic apology or some last-minute revelation where she realizes you were everything. That fantasy, kill it. Because the longer you hold on to it, the longer you stay stuck in a loop that's robbing you of your future. You're not stuck because she left. You're stuck because you won't let go of the version of her that only exists in your head. You keep telling yourself it meant something, that she'll miss you, that time will open her eyes. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But that's not your concern anymore. The hard truth is, she made a choice. She knew what you brought to the table and she still walked. That silence you're drowning in, that's your answer. Now you have one job, accept it. Acceptance doesn't mean you're okay with it. It means you've stopped fighting what already is. Stoicism teaches that the things outside your control are none of your business. Her feelings, her decisions, her next move. Let her go. Let her laugh. Let her think she's winning. Because while she's chasing validation, you're building something she'll never touch again. Discipline, direction, and emotional dominance. You don't need her to come back. You need to come back to yourself. The you before you made her the center of your universe. The you who had drive, hunger, and standards. This is the part where most guys beg, where they text, apologize, spiral, but not you. Because once you see reality for what it is, the game changes. You stop being the victim. You become the architect. And trust me, there is nothing more powerful than a man who chooses peace over panic, stillness over desperation, detachment over drama. This is your turning point. She's not your path. She was the detour that showed you how far you strayed from who you really are. So thank her for the pain, for the rejection, for the lesson. Then close the door and bolt it shut. If you're done begging for closure, if you're ready to stop waiting for answers that aren't coming, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I release her and I reclaim myself. Number 2, pain is the price of attachment. The pain you're feeling, that hollow, burning ache in your chest that won't let you sleep. It's not love. It's attachment. You didn't just lose her. You lost the version of you that only felt whole when she was around. That's the trap. You attached your peace, your worth, your identity to someone else's presence. And the second she pulled away, everything collapsed. That's why it hurt so bad. Not because she was perfect, but because she became your source. Stoicism doesn't say, don't love. It says, don't depend. And this is the moment where that hits home. The truth is, attachment is the price you pay for trying to possess something that was never yours to begin with. People don't belong to us. Their choices, their emotions, their loyalty, it all lives outside our control. The tighter you grip it, the more it slips through your hands. The pain is a signal. Not that you lost something real, but that you were holding too tightly to an illusion. You wanted permanence from someone temporary. Now you get the lesson. Never let anyone become your emotional foundation. This is where emotional alchemy begins. You feel the pain, yes, but then you analyze it, you detach from it, you treat it like data, not a death sentence. What did this teach you about your fears, your needs, your patterns? When you see pain not as punishment, but as information, you grow. And growth is what makes you untouchable, because the next time someone tries to leave, they won't be taking anything you can't replace. That's emotional freedom. That's stoic control. So sit with the pain. Don't run from it. Let it burn through the parts of you that got too comfortable needing someone else to validate you. It's not weakness, it's recalibration. And on the other side of it, a version of you that no longer builds homes in people who are just passing through. If you're done suffering over people who were never built to stay, if you're ready to own your emotions instead of being owned by them, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I own my pain, it doesn't own me. Number 3, silence is power. You want to flip the script? Go silent. No texts, no just checking in, no birthday messages, no passive-aggressive posts hoping she sees them, nothing. Silence isn't weakness, it's control. And in a world where everyone's chasing validation, silence terrifies people, especially the ones who once had full access to you. She expects noise, drama, a meltdown. But when you give her nothing, when she's met with a dead signal instead of desperation, that's when the power shifts. Silence creates mystery. Mystery creates curiosity. And curiosity is more powerful than any message you could send. Because now she's wondering, why hasn't he reached out? Did he move on? Was I not as important as I thought? You see, begging confirms her value. But silence makes her question her own. That's the dark psychology behind this. The moment you stop reacting, you stop feeding her ego. And when the supply runs dry, the mind starts spinning. More importantly, silence isn't just for her, it's for you. When you go quiet, you create space to reflect, to rebuild, to reroute your energy back into yourself. Every time you don't reach out, you train your brain to stop chasing what isn't yours. And that discipline, it bleeds into everything. Your work, your focus, your goals. You become a man who moves with intention, not impulse. This is how the transformation starts. Not with noise, but with stillness. Let her talk. Let her post. Let her pretend she's thriving. Your silence will say more than words ever could. And when she starts to feel the absence, that's when the regret sets in. But by then, you'll be too far ahead to care. If you're done giving people access to your peace, if you're ready to move in silence and let your growth speak for you, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence is my strength. Number 4, Emotional control is magnetic. You want to know what really pulls people in. It's not looks, it's not money, it's not flashy words or chasing. It's emotional control, that unshakable stillness, the ability to feel everything and still say nothing, to want to act out, lash out, scream, beg, but instead you breathe. You let the storm pass through you without becoming it. That kind of composure is rare. That kind of energy is magnetic. Because here's what most people don't understand. Chaos is everywhere. Most people live in emotional reaction. They get triggered and they explode. They get ghosted and they crumble. But you don't chase closure. You are the closure. You don't need to scream your worth. You embody it. That's what makes her think twice. It's not when you send the long message. It's when you don't. It's when you walk away calmly, with no drama, no warning, and no need to explain yourself. That's when she starts to feel the absence. Stoicism teaches you to master the inner world before you ever try to influence the outer one. Your power doesn't come from controlling her. It comes from not needing to. You don't flinch when she moves on. You don't fold when she plays games. You see everything, you feel everything, and you still choose your peace. That level of restraint, that's alpha energy. That's the kind of presence that can't be faked or forced. When you own your emotions, instead of letting them own you, you become dangerous, in the best way. Because now, nothing controls you. Not her, not the past, not the pain. You respond with logic, with strategy, with calm. And that calm is louder than any chaos she tries to create. If you're done being a slave to your emotions, if you're ready to be the one who stays grounded no matter what's thrown at you, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Calm is my weapon. Number 5. Self-improvement is revenge. She thought you'd spiral. She expected you to fall apart, to get stuck, to beg, to stay broken. That's the version she left behind, the one who needed her to feel whole. And now? Now you don't say a word. You build. You go silent, you disappear, and you resurface as someone she doesn't even recognize. That's the real revenge, not in hurting her, in outgrowing her. You want to really make her regret leaving. Don't post quotes. Don't fake confidence. Get in shape. Stack your money. Sharpen your mind. Get so dialed into your own growth that her memory feels like a glitch in the system. She moved on? Good. Let her. While she's chasing attention, you're building legacy. While she's flexing for likes, you're investing in peace, progress, and power. Your glow-up isn't about getting her back. It's about making sure the next version of you wouldn't even want her. That pain she left you with? That's fuel now. Use it. Get up early, train harder, learn skills, reinvent your purpose. Every ounce of energy you used to spend thinking about her, redirect it. Discipline is therapy. Work is medicine. Progress is closure. You want to look her in the eyes one day and feel nothing. Then become a man who's leveled up so far past her that there's nothing left to even miss. And the best part, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just become so focused, so unfazed, so committed to excellence that she hears about you in rooms you're not even in. She'll scroll, she'll notice, she'll remember. But by then, you won't care. Because self-improvement isn't about revenge. It is the revenge. If you're done chasing someone who made you forget your value, if you're ready to evolve until she no longer even fits into your world, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I rise in silence. They'll regret the doubt. Number 6. Her memory isn't worth your peace. She still lives in your mind, doesn't she? Uninvited, unwelcome. But she's there, in flashes, in songs, in late-night silence. You're not texting her, but you're still talking to her in your head. You replay the last words. You rewrite the ending. You wonder what she's doing, who she's with, if she ever thinks about you. That's not love anymore. That's a mental prison. And you're the one holding the key. Let me make it simple. Her memory isn't worth your peace. Not even close. You're giving away hours, energy, focus, just to keep her ghost alive. For what? She's moved on. She's out there living, while you're stuck rewatching scenes she doesn't even remember. Every time you feed the memory, you starve your momentum. Every time you revisit the past, you delay the future. And that's how you stay stuck, by romanticizing something that wasn't built to last. Stoicism teaches one brutal truth. The past is dead. It doesn't owe you anything. It won't apologize, it won't explain, and it can't be fixed. So stop negotiating with it. Let her memory fade, not because she didn't matter, but because your peace matters more. You don't need closure. You need distance. You need a mind that's clean, focused, sharp, not cluttered with a highlight reel of someone who chose to leave. Start replacing every intrusive thought with purpose, every emotional trigger with action. She comes to mind? Cool. Do 10 push-ups. Read a chapter. Build something. You're not erasing her. You're outgrowing her. That's how you heal. Not by forgetting, but by becoming so full of your own life that there's no room left for hers. If you're done sacrificing your inner peace for memories that don't serve you, if you're ready to detox your mind and upgrade your future, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, I choose peace over the past. Number 7, detachment isn't cold, it's clarity. They'll call you cold when you stop reacting, when you stop chasing, when you stop answering texts that come 3 weeks too late. They'll say you've changed, that you're distant, that you're not the same. Good. That's the point. Because detachment isn't cold, it's clarity. It's what happens when a man sees things for what they are, instead of what he wants them to be. You're not heartless. You're focused. You're no longer addicted to emotional chaos disguised as love. Before, she could pull you in with a look, a like, a breadcrumb. But now you don't flinch, because you've trained yourself to need nothing outside of you. That's where power lives, not in what you feel, but in what you choose to respond to. Detachment is knowing you could say something but choosing silence. You could chase, but choosing stillness. You could stay, but choosing to walk. See, emotional detachment isn't about becoming numb, it's about becoming selective. You stop investing your energy into things that drain you. You stop building castles in people's heads who never plan to stay. And the beautiful part? The more detached you become, the more attractive you become. Why? Because you're not seeking, you're not begging, you're not available to nonsense. You've elevated. And when you do that, people either rise with you or they disappear. That's what she'll feel eventually. Not your anger, not your pain, but your absence, your peace, your refusal to play her game. And when that happens, it's already too late for her. You didn't go cold, you got clear. And that clarity? That's what's going to carry you into the next level of your life. If you're done being emotionally hijacked, if you're ready to move with clarity and stop explaining your peace to people who never earned it, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My clarity is louder than my attachment. Number 8. She'll regret it when it's too late. Right now, she doesn't see it. She thinks she upgraded. She thinks you'll always be stuck in the same place, waiting, hoping, replaying every little memory like it still matters. But what she doesn't realize is that you've changed. Quietly, consistently. Every day she's gone, you've been getting sharper, stronger, colder. She thinks she walked away from the same man, but the man she left doesn't exist anymore. And one day, it's going to hit her. It won't happen when she's with someone new. It won't happen when she's happy. It'll happen when things go quiet, when the attention fades, when real life sets in. And she'll look back. She always does. They all do. That moment of reflection will creep in like a shadow. She'll check your socials, not because she cares, but because she misses how much you did. She'll see the progress, the glow-up, the peace in your eyes, the discipline in your routine. And she'll realize you were it, the calm, the loyalty, the anchor, and she threw it away. But by then, you won't care. You won't need her to feel the loss. You're already too far ahead. That's the beauty of Stoic detachment. You don't need to punish her. You don't need her to beg. You don't need her at all. Her regret? That's her burden. Yours was pain, but you used it as fuel. You didn't become bitter. You became better. And nothing haunts someone more than watching the person they left become everything they secretly wanted. You don't announce your evolution. You let them discover it too late. If you're done needing validation from the people who walked away, if you're ready to let your growth speak in silence, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Her regret is not my responsibility. Number 9. The return test. What to do when she comes back. Here's the part they never tell you. She almost always comes back. Maybe not to stay, maybe not with love, but to see if she still has access, to see if the door's still cracked. She'll send a "Hey stranger" text. Like nothing happened. She'll comment on your story. She'll test the waters. Not because she wants you again, but because she wants to know if she still could. This is the return test, and how you handle it defines everything. The weak man sees it as a second chance. He romanticizes it. He thinks, maybe she realized what she lost. Nope, this isn't love. This is ego. It's control. It's her way of confirming that even after walking away, she still has a hold on you. And if you bite, if you respond with emotion, with eagerness, with nostalgia, you just proved her right. But the Stoic man? The man who's detached, focused, rebuilt, he doesn't flinch, he doesn't respond, or if he does, it's brief, controlled, emotionless. Because he understands something deeper. Just because someone circles back doesn't mean they deserve access. She had her shot, she made her choice, and the man she left is gone. Your response should come from your evolution, not your emotion. If you let her back in, she'll just confirm that you were waiting the whole time. But if you stay grounded, unmoved, distant, that's when she truly feels the loss. Not when you begged, not when you broke, but when you look her in the face and no longer need her. That's real power. The return isn't the reward, your growth is. If you're done reopening doors that led to nowhere, if you're ready to protect your peace over your past, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Access denied. I've outgrown her. Number 10. The final lesson. Be the one that got away. You want the final move? The checkmate? It's not revenge. It's not proving her wrong. It's not even making her regret it. It's becoming the one that got away, the one she thinks about when the noise dies down, when the new guy doesn't hit the same, when she realizes real connection doesn't come with games. It's not about ego. It's about evolution. You don't need to win her back. You need to rise so far above who you were that she couldn't reach you now even if she tried. That doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you stop reacting, when you stop trying to prove your worth to people who couldn't see it. It happens when you stop hoping for a moment of validation and start living like you were never waiting for one. You become the one that got away by walking with purpose, by building a life so full, so dialed in, so complete, that the thought of going back to who you were feels insulting. You don't beg for respect. You become someone who commands it without a word. That's what Stoicism is about. Not being numb, being untouchable. Your value doesn't depend on who stays. It shines through in how you carry yourself after they leave. Let her look back. Let her wonder. Let her tell her friends how different you are now. Let her scroll in silence. That's her burden, not yours. Because now you don't need her to cry. You don't need her to explain. You don't even need her to remember. You've already won. If you're done chasing closure, if you're ready to become unforgettable by choosing yourself first, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I became the one they'll never replace. And that's how you win, by letting go. Cold, clear, unshaken. This was Stoic Blessing. I'll see you in the next one.